Hello, Sofia, and we're going to be interviewing you next on this podcast for our introduction to RPA. Answer these questions as best as you can. And how's your day been so far?
It's been good. I've had really good lunch.
You had a really good lunch?
Yeah, I had a really good lunch.
What did you have for lunch?
I didn't eat, but it was just good.
Okay.
Yeah. What's your opinion on the Croc ban? I just want to hear what your thoughts are on that since they banned the Crocs.
I don't really care because I never used Croc in school. It didn't really affect me.
Yeah. Who has made like the most influence on your life? Like your parents, your friends, like who's helped you pursue your goals or stuff like that?
My mom.
Mom?
Yeah.
So like how she help you?
She put me in the soccer team.
Was she in the soccer team?
Yeah. In like a club.
Did she make you build more confident?
She made me work harder. Like I had to train more.
Oh.
So I'm gonna ask you what's your favorite ice cream flavor?
My favorite ice cream flavor is lime or cookies and cream.
Why cookies and cream?
Because I've been eating cookies and cream since I was little because my mom likes it, so like I got used to it.
So you do like cycle back and forth to lemon and lime and then cookies and cream?
I try new flavors. Like whatever my sister gets, I'll try it, and then if it's good, I'll get it.
Just like a little sample?
Yeah.
Those little sample spoons.
Taxes?
Yeah.
Okay. I have one more question for you, and then they're gonna ask you some questions. Okay. So what do you think like friendship means? Like what do you think a healthy friendship like should look like?
I think a healthy friendship is like when they help you get better and they're nice and like
Yeah.
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 What do you think an unhealthy friendship is like? Like
When they like I think like when they talk bad about you or like they put you down.
Bring you in a bad position, correct?
Yeah.
Toxic.
Yep. The toxic relationship.
yeah.
Okay. Now I'm gonna ask you some questions. So how was your volleyball season so far?
It was good. It was fun. I got to meet new people.
Okay. What volleyball team do you think was the hardest to play against, or what school?
I think Chavez or Fakuma was the hardest to play against.
How come?
Because they had really good players and they would pass the ball along like to each other.
So like teamwork, they would have really
Yeah,
good
they would
teamwork?
have
Chemistry? Yuck. So what are your goals that you're pursuing right now? Your goals?
I'm getting good grades and I barely have any missing assignments.
So who's your favorite singer?
Peso Pluma.
Peso Pluma?
Yeah.
What's your favorite song by them?
Lady Gaga.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
Isn't that another singer?
No,
Or is that just a song they made?
they made a song.
I'm gonna have to listen to this track.
No, it was just a song.
Oh,
it was it for like the, did you get addicted to Peso Pluma? Did you-
No, I just like listened to it with my cousins in Mexico. So like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Okay. So I wanted to know, what's your favorite way to spend like your weekend or like your summer break? Like, what's your favorite way to spend it?
my favorite way to spend my weekend is with my friends in the movie theaters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
What's your favorite movie genre?
Like action and comedy.
Yeah, not a big fan of horror stuff.
I mean, yeah, but like my mom didn't really let me watch it, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is like the spiciest opinion that you can think of that most people agree with? Like hot dog's a sandwich, or like
Hot dog is
pineapple
not a
belongs
sandwich.
on pizza.
Pineapple does not belong on pizza.
So I'm gonna ask you a question, but it's kind of like a two-parter question. So, do you know what a scrub daddy is?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let me just bring him out here.
Oh,
Do you like scrub daddy?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, she has a random addiction to scrub daddies.
You answered correctly.
So, like, how long have you been at, or how many years have you been at Rodriguez? So this would be my third. Like, what do you think that the school should change to make it better? I think we should have like a longer lunch. Longer lunch? Yeah. But we don't even need lunch. How can you want a longer lunch? Cause classes are hard, and like we only get a 30-minute break.
Like, what type of classes? What do you think is the hardest one?
Math. I'm not good at math.
Math.
I'm not good at math.
Okay.
I have two closing questions. First one is, do you know how to fold a fitting sheet? You know
What?
the sheets that go over your bed, you know how to fold it? Yeah. You know when they like, slam into each other? I don't. Anyway. So, is there anything we haven't covered yet that you would want to say before we close out at least your interview? Not the podcast, but.
Yeah. No? Okay.
Nothing you want to include? All right. Well, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks,
It's not like we
Sofia.
dragged you here against your will.
Yeah.
But we'll probably see you later at school. Hi, Micah. We'd like to know how's your day going so far?
My day is going wonderful so far. How about yours?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Love to hear it.
Yeah. So we're all going to ask you a couple questions before we end the interview or whatever. So what is the most interesting volleyball game that you've participated in so far? Like most challenging or most interesting?
The most interesting volleyball game I've participated in. I've never played volleyball before. It's been my first season.
Yeah.
Most interesting game was probably our last game versus Pakuma.
Mm-hmm. Was it like a close game or something?
Yeah, it was a very close game. We should have beat them, but everything happens for a reason.
Okay. Where were you from? Can you like tell us your origin story and how you got to the school? Like, no.
Yeah, I'm born and raised in San Bernardino. I was born at St. Bernardino's. I went to elementary. I went to Banio Elementary. I almost didn't come here. I almost had to go to my home school, which is Sarana. But yeah, I was in the dual immersion program, so I know how to speak Spanish too. For the people that didn't know that I could speak Spanish, so don't ever try to talk about me in Spanish because I probably know what you're saying.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm going to ask you some more questions now. Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Like job wise.
10 years. 10 years, I see myself in the NBA.
The NBA?
Like LeBron James.
Not LeBron James. It's the best
Like
player to
LeBron?
ever step on the best player to ever step on the hardwood.
It's like
so I don't know about LeBron James.
Like your goal is like to be like at that level.
Yeah, eventually, yeah, but not in the
Goals
next
to
10
be
years.
like Mr. Him.
Yeah.
Shaq.
Well, I'm already Mr. Him, but yeah.
So I'm going to ask you one more question. Do you think of yourself as an introvert or an extrovert?
I'm a very social person. I like talking to people. I like sharing with my classes, active participant. So yeah, I'm a social person if that answers the question.
It does.
Yeah. I honestly didn't even know what those words meant.
Okay, Micah, I'm asking some questions now. What is your favorite way to spend like a day off?
My favorite way to spend the day off.
Yeah, like your weekend.
With family.
Play video games, hang out with my little brother.
What type of video games? Like, what's your favorite?
I play 2K and Madden. A little bit of Warzone with Mr. Gooden, my mom Philip Gooden III, and Javier Barabaragan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think? Who is the most who has influenced your life the most?
Definitely my mom. Takes care of me. Yeah.
Like, what she help you with in your life? Like, did she help you accomplish your goals?
She's definitely taught me the values of hard work.
Okay. Now Eddie's gonna ask us your question.
Yep. So, what's your favorite singer
My favorite singer.
or rapper or artist? in
My
general?
favorite artist is of all time is probably Tupac.
Tupac,
What's your favorite
Um,
song by him?
Dear Mama.
Dear Mom. Oh, what's your favorite ice cream flavor?
Well, I don't eat ice cream a lot because I'm lactose. I do love cheese though, but
What type of cheese?
any type of cheese, any type of cheese. My favorite ice cream flavor though, if I had to pick one, probably be cookies and cream.
Did you grow up with cookies and cream or
No, it's just
amazing
it's a
flavor?
simple flavor that still treats my hunger.
So are you into any podcast, or do you only like really listen to music? If so, like what is your favorite podcast?
I don't really watch podcasts very much. I've watched when I do watch them though, the one I watch the most is probably No Jumper.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So what has been your on your mind recently that you hope to share with the people listening to the podcast?
What's been on my mind recently? It's a very good question. There's a lot of stuff going through Micah's mind. Recently, I mean, any way I can really, because a goal of mine is achieving athlete of the year. So I've been thinking about any ways I could get to my end goal.
Yeah. Do you have a question for us say? You just want to restrict to Dominic.
I can go to Dominic. Okay. So I got another question. What's your favorite show to watch?
My favorite. I don't really watch TV shows. I watch football and basketball highlights.
It could be like Netflix.
I don't watch Netflix.
What's your favorite team then?
My favorite. I'm a Lakers fan and a Packers fan.
Who's your favorite player on the Lakers, or throughout the year?
My favorite player on the Lakers. Well, all time it's either Kobe or Shaq, and currently it's LeBron James.
What about on the Packers?
The Packers. My favorite player on the Packers right now, our quarterback, who replaced Aaron Rodgers, Jordan Love. He's hopefully gonna take my team to a Super Bowl his first year as a starter.
Oh, yeah. And another question I have is, what's one rule that you would change at the school?
One rule I would change at the school. Miss Atencio is doing a very good job with the rules set in place. And I wouldn't want to disrespect her in any way, or Miss Enriquez, so there's no rules I would change.
Okay. Not even like the croc rule?
No, I have foam runners, so I kind of beat that in a sense, because foam runners are also made out of the same material as Crocs and also have holes, but they have a back and a front.
Okay.
So, what is your future goals?
Oh, well, academically, I want to achieve straight A's. That's the end goal for academically. I also want athlete of the year, and I want to get the ELA award too.
Studious award.
Do you like Eli?
Yes, it's my favorite class.
All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up your interview since we only have 2 minutes left.
Yeah.
What can people expect from you next? And is there anything we haven't covered that you want to say before we close out?
What can people expect? Well, I'm a very unpredictable person, so I couldn't tell you what you can expect from me next.
Just expect good things?
But yeah.
Okay. Is there anything that we haven't covered, though, that you might want to throw in there?
No, sir.
Can I ask you a question, Micah?
Yes, sir.
So I know how you're saying your favorite class is ELA, right?
Yes.
What's your least favorite class?
It's definitely math class.
Right?
No shade at all, but it's math class.
You just don't like math because it's like challenging, or
Is
like,
it the teacher?
No, it's never. It's no shade thrown at all. So I'm not gonna say it's the teacher, but it's definitely not one of my favorite subjects this year.
Yeah. Well, thank you for joining us.
Yep.
Yes,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
Yep.
for having me.
Hi, Mr. Trujillo. Before we continue like with the questions, and everything, I just want to ask, like, how's your day going so far?
So far, so good. Friday.
Yeah.
Has there been any
Friday.
troublemakers?
Oh no, there's no troublemakers. You know, they stay far away from me.
They're scared of you. Okay. So, are there times when students make your job difficult or like unenjoyable in your classroom?
There are times when students have made my job harder than what it has to be. It's pretty rare though, because I tend to set clear expectations and clear boundaries. So it doesn't happen often, but once in a while I'll have a kid that tests the
Misbehaves.
boundaries and misbehaves more often than what he or she should be doing. And it does make my life less enjoyable than what it is. But for the most part at this school, it's pretty good.
Okay. I'm asking you one of the questions that we wrote for Tensio because you could use it too. So if you were offered $1 million to not be like
A teacher.
a teacher, would you take it? And it also includes like to get any job if you do it. So like, would you take that offer? $1 million and to be
$1
able to go
million
to any job
to go to any job
other than teaching?
other than
Being a
teaching.
principal. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've done other jobs other than teaching, and to me, like, all those jobs were work. To me, teaching, it's not work. It's not work for me. I mean, yeah, we have our challenging days and stuff like that, but for the most part, this is easy to me. I'm not gonna work for my hands. I'm not gonna be like a mechanic because I'm no good at that stuff. $1 million though,
Mhm.
I don't know, because McDonald's is like paying $20 an hour now. So, but then, you know, I almost smell like fries. No, I enjoy teaching too much. That $1 million is enticing though, but I don't want to do any other job.
Yeah. Okay.
So I have another question for you, but it's kind of like a two-parter question. So do you know what a scrub daddy is?
I love Scrub Daddies. I discovered Scrub Daddy, I think, I don't know, one magically appeared in my kitchen, a yellow one, and I was scrubbing with it, and I was like, oh, wow, I was cleaning the tile. And I was like, oh, wow, this is great, right? So then I was like, maybe let's see how it does with my barbecue grills, right? Because it says that it doesn't scratch the things. So I was like, okay. So I went and I cleaned my barbecue grill with it. And I was like, oh my God, this is the best invention ever. And I went out to Costco and they had like a whole big bulk
And then
of
there's
Scrub
like
Daddies, and I bought them.
specific
Oh,
ones
yeah.
to
Yes.
clean.
Yeah,
For the grill.
the 8-pack.
Yeah, yep. And that's what I bought. And yeah, I love Scrub Daddies. Big fan. Shout out to Scrub Daddies.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
They had one right here.
Yeah, I saw that.
Smiling buddy.
Why do you have a Scrub Daddy? And
It's just involved with
very
all the
obsessed.
questions.
I'm
Okay,
asking
so-
everybody if they like the scrub daddy because I really like the scrub daddy.
yeah, has anybody not liked the Scrub Daddy?
Obsessed.
No,
No, I
everybody's
think,
advanced?
no, I think there was only
It's the
one who
image.
they didn't know.
You think it's the image that makes it happy? Like, look at the happy
Yeah.
face. It makes me happy to clean.
I mean,
Maybe.
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, and it's nice and bright. It's got that circular round face.
What's your most important goal? Like,
My most important goal is to overthrow Atencio and take the crown to myself. No, I'm just kidding.
you
Future?
think you're the king?
Long live the king, right? Lion King. No, my goal is to really, as far as my professional goal, it's really to help change the course of education. I think we're at a standstill as far as education. COVID changed everything. Distance learning was a complete failure, and we have to make up time. How do we make up time? You know, we have to
Set
get
up time.
specific. Yeah, we have to really get nitty gritty, and change some things, I think. a lot of education, but we need to change. We need to change things. We need to get things up to date. We need to get your guys' skills ready for after graduation, when you graduate high school. And I don't think we're there yet. So as far as that, however I can do that, that's what I want to do.
So if you could change one rule at this school, what would be the rule that you changed?
One rule at this school. What are the rules? I don't know the
The
rules.
teacher doesn't even know the rules.
Yeah, I don't.
You don't really have to tell them.
I don't know. I don't know the rules.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, no swearing and stuff. No,
I've
stuff
never-
like that.
That one, I don't know.
That's
I've never met
50-50.
I've never met a middle school kid that hasn't said a cuss word. So I'm not real big on that one. You guys all have filthy mouths. I don't know. I don't like rules to begin with. I think I like more guidelines, right?
Boundaries.
Boundaries, right? That's important. I don't know. I don't know the rules.
Yeah.
What do you think about the rule about the 3 charges?
Good.
That was good.
Good. Don't be late.
No, but
Be
like,
on time.
what about the kids who like they're far away and they can't like? it's
Oh, morning
impossible.
tardies are different.
Like-
Morning tardies are different. That's not the kid's fault.
Like
That's the parent's fault. It could be the kid's fault, right? I mean,
Moreno
Different
whatever.
buses.
Valley. What if they live
Right.
like in Moreno Valley?
Well, then they shouldn't be here at the school.
But like, just it should still count. Like the tardy. Do you think?
Yes, I don't think morning tardies should count. But when you're here at the school, then yes,
And you
because
charge their class.
you're not getting your little butt to the class on time. Yeah, that's your fault. But as far as morning tardies, no, I'm not.
Usually in the morning, they'll give you like a pass and it'll say unexcused, so it won't mark you as tardy.
Yeah.
But it will.
They don't do that all the time.
I mean, it's not a good look. I mean,
Yeah.
there should be a consequence for constantly being late. I mean, if it's once in a while, then life happens. But I mean, if it's consistent every single day, then you and your parent need to be held accountable. Yes.
So before we close this out, what can people expect from you next?
What can people expect from me next? Well, I'm putting together a Thanksgiving basket drive. Put that out there. I'm putting together a Thanksgiving basket drive. I can give you guys more information later about that. Hopefully like a winter drive before we go on winter break. I want to do a lot of the cool things for the school. That's what I want to do. A lot of cool things with school. I want to get murals up and going. That's something that I've been trying to push for like 2 years. I want this school to look less like a detention center and more like a
Fun place.
it's just a good place to show up, right? It's too plain for me right here. Murals, ethnic studies. I don't know. Oh, you know what else I want to do? I'm trying to get a screen press machine so that way we can create our own shirts, right? Our own merchandise. That's what I want to do. I really want to brand RPA. I really want you guys to do it. I don't want to do it. I want you guys to come up with your own designs. I want you guys to make your own shirts and we can wear our own merchandise.
Basically a business.
Basically a business. But not for money, just to do it. Cause I know you guys can do it. So that's where I'm at. That's what I'm trying to get down. But funding is always an issue. But-
The budget.
Yeah. It's always about money. It comes down to dollars all the time.
Well, sorry, my mom will stop spam calling me to go. Is there anything that we haven't covered that you want to say before we close out?
No, just go Colorado Buffaloes. Big fan of Deion Sanders and what he's doing for college football. It's got me interested. I like his impact, his positive impact on and off the field. Love what he's doing for the kids. I love it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, thank you for coming and answering our questions. Thank you for watching our podcast on YouTube. We appreciate you guys so much. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe to our podcast. We might end up moving this to Spotify if we figure out how to get that to work. This has been Ryan, Evelyn,
Dominic.
Eddie.
and that was our podcast. We will see you guys later.
That's the eagle call. You heard it. That's the eagle call. That's the eagle call.